Hello everybody, welcome to the top tips for the Banquet event. If you've seen the spreadsheet, it's better. Like this was last year's, and the structure wise, it was a bit kind of like all over the place. Like it was like not particularly good. This year I've delivered one that I'm really happy with. I really do like the way that I've presented it and put it out because I find it is a bit more kind of like to the point and structured. So please hit the like button and subscribe and support the channel. We're trying to have a push this year to end the year at about 83,000 subscribers. If you could be part of that movement, please hit the subscribe button. It's free, and of course, you know, putting out these guides, it's great. Just give a like, go and check it out in the link in the description, but support the channel if you could. That'd be brilliant. Thank you. Anyway, let's get into this. We're not going to be reading just off this. We're going to be going in game and also bouncing around to other places. So some of these, and also there's a link to the post if you want to kind of go and click from the spreadsheet. You just kind of like click on there and it will take you to it. All that fun stuff helps you out along the way. So let's begin with spending. There is a bit of a problem when it comes to spending units and spending money. That big thing is, how far do you go in this event before you feel that you're running at a loss? One thing that we don't know at the moment is the Summoner's Market Extra bonus, right? There's something here. We'll probably react to it on Friday when it reveals itself, and I can update the guide. But for the time being, your spending allocation may be better if you're spending money to wait to see what Kabam are pushing out as to what you're likely to get back from it and whether or not it's going to be of any kind of benefit. And if you are spending any of your units, this is going to be a crucial time for, are you prioritizing your content? Are you going deep in the RNG? Are you going to be saving some back? I've had to divert a lot of my plans because I wasn't hoping, but I thought that there would be nothing like the Karina's challenges, and now that's kind of like upset the apple cart. I, as a non-spending player in the game, need to make sure I get the tier 7 basic. Otherwise, in 2025, I don't start off as competitive as I'd like to get to a rank 4 7-star, which is very difficult for a non-spending player. And the Banquet event this year seems like very much taking your unit. So the first tip is to have a budget, have a stopping point, and committing to it. This is meant to be fun. This event is meant to be fun. But I do see a problem of people over-investing in their units into this event. I like it. I like the event, but I feel that if you've gone past a certain point, let's say 15,000 units, even the lower end of investment, you're going to be lost in the sauce with what you're getting back from it. And it's very much like climbing a ladder, and every time you have to spend to climb the ladder, and you just have to be careful. Same with spending your money. Don't go mad. If you've got a little bit extra, money to spend, treat yourself in game. Support the game. Great. But do be careful. And look out for special spending type deals if you do spend money, because there will be opportunities to get like 10 for like half the price. Normally it's 3,100 units worth of value, $99, but they reduce it down like 10 for half that price. So look out for the web store. We'll be covering stuff and giving you some warnings. So yeah, make sure to go and check that out whenever Kabam launch that stuff. My next tip for the player base is to keep a log of your rewards. It might seem a bit ridiculous to keep a log of your rewards, but what you can do is track the performance of the RNG from the crystals, the rewards from various different places like Realm, Solo, and Alliance. And by doing this, you get a bigger picture of going, if I took my X amount of units that I've spent and invested them in different areas, would I get back more? Like Cyber Weekend 2024. Would you have got more by doing the investment in that versus this? I also think it's a bit of fun as well to go from this amount, I got this, I got that. I'm personally doing it because I'm going to be doing a video in the start of January after the event is finished to go, would it have been better for me to invest my units in Banquet event versus Cyber Weekend? And I'd love to even have like the story going, I got it wrong and I should have invested here. Although it won't be completely the case because I can't spend as many units because I'm investing into my Karina's challenges. So there's a bit of a difference of how I was going to pitch the video, but I might farm some units. So there may be an interesting topic in that. Now, a really important one for me is do not get scammed. Easier said than done, but there will be people, and have been people in the past, that get scammed for things, right? So there's lots of ways you can get scammed. I don't turn on global chat. if there are people trying to run scams in global chat, this could be something like, if you give me X amount of money, which is less than a certain amount that you'd pay in-game for in-game items, like the Banquet crystals, and someone says, oh, I can do half the price, that is not something you should get yourself involved in. It is going to be a scam. Also, if someone says, give me your account details and I'll load whatever onto it, you'll get your account banned. Don't run third-party software, don't run botting software, don't share your account, don't give out your account details. All those things should be avoided because you'll put your account in danger and you'll largely get banned right away into the Banquet event because, hey, people out there do that. So please be careful with your account. Only use your own units and that's it. And you should be okay. And of course, make sure to trade in the Accolades event, but that's kind of goes without saying. Sticking with the Accolades event and free point farming, there is an opportunity to farm free points. Unfortunately, for a lot of people that invested their time and effort into the Banquet tickets and to the token transfer ratio, you had to do them. If you didn't, you would be without about 1,200 points, especially if you were, top end of the player base for progression. So where's the other free points coming in? That will be as part of the Accolades event, as we mentioned a moment ago, by trading different types of profile pictures and things like that, or the Accolades, the little thing. You did this. You're Santa's little helper. You got the Banquet tickets, Banquet crystals and tickets as well, but that's been and gone for a lot of people, or this tops you up. There's also the superior Banquet crystals within this. There is a nice amount of points. It's not a huge amount. It is roughly 900 points, if I remember rightly, on the Accolades event. That starts you off. It's not ridiculously starting you off on things. It actually is kind of a little bit weak sauce, but at least gets you to, say, the unit milestones right off the bat. And the same thing when it comes to, say, the Alliance event. So at least you start off getting units, which then allows you to buy more SBCs, which then allows you to climb up the milestones, which is something. It's not amazing, but it's something to help you on the way of that particular grind. It might have been easy for players to have a small unit budget that they might want to put in, like, I don't know, buy 3 GBCs or SBCs, mainly SBCs, for 900 units, and have that as a starting point to kind of elevate you, have an assessment, and then go, okay, well, how many extra points do I need? Do I want to go further with the event? Do I do arena farming? Do I farm units in general to help me further progress into grabbing more points? Next up, trying to have fun. I know that's a weird tip to say, but with that and the Realm event, there is some fun to be had. There's also some slight depression to be had around the festive period when it comes to the excessive amount of units that you'll need to individually put in versus how much everyone else is going to be able to put in. If you are at a point of, 5,000 points within what you can do individually, then this might be an event that could just kind of reduce your mood down to a bit of, as we said, potential depression, as that will get you up to a certain amount of the milestones. That will get you up to, say, there with the 7-star shards, which is nice. There is some great stuff that you get for free if you are doing a little bit with the Realm event. Unfortunately, it's the further you go, the more you've got to spend. And as I said, one of the first tips was know your stopping limits of how much you're willing to invest in this to what you actually get back out of it as well. I'm not particularly happy with the fact that you've got to invest a high amount of units to get Isophene, and I think when we did the calculations, it's 18,000 units to get up to that 7-star Isophene right there on that dupe. It's then something like 19,200 units to get up to this particular 7-star shards and complete the whole kind of like set of milestones. Don't like that. Especially because it does feel kind of forced, and especially looking at my units, that wipes me out completely, leaving me with 3,800, and that does limit my opportunity to do something like Karina's challenge, which I'm going back into Necropolis. Yes, some people have done it with a less amount of revives, but it doesn't mean to say that's going to be everyone's experience, and as well, I'll have to rank up a lot of champions with that. So I'm going to try and be very careful and cautious with how I look at this event to my investment with it, and I think a lot of other players are going to be doing the same as well. If there's something within the solo, the alliance, or the rank the realm, I'd prioritize the realm and the solo mainly because if you invest a little bit, even like 3,000 units or 3,500 units, you've largely done the alliance. And maybe go, I've had fun, I've grabbed what I wanted to from this event, and I'm done. And that may be the approach for a lot of players. So that's my tip. That's my tip when it comes to realm event. Trying to have fun and enjoy a little bit of like units here and there, get some fun stuff from the SBCs for free, and have a great time. But if you're willing to grab a little bit more units, and we covered this in a video earlier today which went over, well, where can you get all these extra units from in such a short time frame. 2 weeks will give you the opportunity to do several bits of arena as well as some other content, giving you a potential 4,000 units plus, depending on your RNG with arena crystals. If you get good luck, then of course it's more units. You can get 13 SBCs times 400 points, giving you 5,200 extra points, plus 16 GBC, which is 5280, weirdly enough. Is, yeah, don't ask, but that's how that works. Anyway, you can have that opportunity to get more units in a very short space of time, and that can help you out. That can build up your points, because you might be like, well, I'm only on 2k. Well, add that up, and then you kind of like got a further 7k, then again we're talking about 7,002. We're talking about going up to this area here with the amount on the realm event. We could be talking about you getting up further in solo, so to speak. So that's all about the investment with that one, and further with the alliance, because if you get 7,400, then of course then you kind of like put up right to the top. We'll probably go over it with the free SBCs and GBCs that you get. You'll go that and beyond, and of course from a solo perspective that will put you up to there, which will give you a nice amount of stuff. It's 7,680 there maybe, but we'll fully break this down in another video, which will be about milestones specifically and some estimations from myself when it comes to points from different areas, from free points to spending points, and what that equates to. But we'll see you in the next video. Check out the spreadsheet. It will be updated on a regular basis every day. Come back to the channel for fresh Banquet event based content, and have a lovely day whatever you're doing. Cheers. Bye.